Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Lilo.
And we are the Hitchhiking Ghostettes. We're a couple of crazy Disney adults that love to talk about Disney. So we thought, hey, let's make strangers listen to us instead of all the people we know who are sick of us.
It was either a podcast or an OnlyFans page of Danny's feet at the Disney parks. So, you're welcome, guys.
We're going to share our likes, our dislikes, our experiences, and travel tips with you.
And for those of you who are ready to grab some Mickey ears and create your own magical Disney experiences, message us or leave a comment so we can help book your next vacation.
And quick disclosure, we will be cursing and swearing, Musketeers, so this is your warning.
Yes. So sit back in your dune buggy as our podcast materializes. And don't forget to hurry back.
Hey, Disney adults. Welcome to episode 10.
Yay, episode 10.
We're joined today by something that has Lilo in just a great mood, but I'm not there with her.
You guys, what is going on with the Labubu? Labubu?
You tell me, because you're the one that bought one.
I didn't just buy one. This became an epidemic. I'm not going to even really get into it because I don't want my husband to hear. But this became a problem. Bad. And this wasn't even my fault. This was one of my daughter's best friends. And she ended up giving me two other ones. They're actually not even
Listen to
Labubus.
how much she's struggling to justify this
There's
ridiculousness.
Literally no justification. You guys know how I am with the merch. It's pitiful. But I feel like the little keychain I got from my client that sent me this from Tokyo.
The keychain's adorable.
Yeah, it just needed a cute place to go.
Isn't it literally those ears? Almost.
Yes, almost those ears.
Almost.
Yeah, the Ariel ears.
Yep.
So
great.
now her name is Leota Labubu. And she's our unofficial mascot. No, she won't let me make it.
Heavy on unofficial. We'll still figure out official, but it will not be.
The Labubus have such cute outfits and stuff you can find. Don't get me started. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't like the new meals, but even a new meal would have been better than this.
Oh, well, they have those Mickey. Did you see the Mickey Mouse ones that are kind of like, they look like a cross.
Yes, I've seen them. They look horrifying.
Yeah, they look like a cross between a Monchichi and the Labubus.
They remind me of those things that you'll see in like China or other countries that would so be copyright infringement, but they just look like off. They look like a weird, just slightly off Mickey Mouse, and they always end up looking creepy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, I get you. Didn't we talk about that? We had you guys were talking about those toys we could find online that are like
Sense
Captain America
of Right
Alliance. Oh yeah,
the Sense of Right Alliance.
Wow.
Yes, we're gonna put a picture of this on our socials. This is ridiculous.
This is out of control.
Yes. So apparently, I think it's something to do with when there's manufacturing flaws or mistakes or something, they'll get sent to third world countries. And same thing with you ever wonder how there's the Super Bowl champion t-shirts that are available right at the end of the game? Mm-hmm. It's because they had both shirts, and then they put out the winning shirts, and then whoever was on the loser shirts, those get sent to I don't know, I think places in Africa and Asia and different places. Yeah, it's
so depressing.
Weird. And so when they mess up toys, so you can Google image search Sense of Right Alliance. And it's you can tell it's not the Justice League, it's not the Avengers. Yeah. And I remember one pack had a blue Spider-Man, and it did have one of the actual Avengers. I don't remember who it was. I want to say Captain America. It had Shrek. It had Lightning McQueen. And a Power Ranger.
You see?
In one package.
It's kind of brilliant. You never know. These toys are kind of a cool idea. Right. Watch, one day those will become a big deal, and then you won't be able to find them anywhere.
All right.
It happens. But these Labubus, guys, comment below if you have a Labubu and explain us what is going on with these things. I don't know, but I have this need to feel relevant, and so I had to buy 12 of them.
Is that the problem?
It has to be, because I literally cannot justify buying this. These sell for $55. That's not I paid that.
Okay. All right. Let's get through the Gazette.
Let's get through. Let's talk about the Labubu.
So first, I'll just do the quickest one first. So over in Disneyland, as another part of the 70th celebration, there are these really cool souvenir tickets, paper souvenir tickets that are sort of retro style. Mm-hmm. And so it's a Magic Band Plus activity, which I love. So you don't have to buy that big key thing if you don't want to. There are different locations in the parks where you go and you scan your magic band, and there'll be like an effect or something fun that happens. And at a couple of those locations, it'll actually spit out this cool little like e-ticket.
Yeah, a commemorative e-ticket. So people are taking it and using that to have like the characters autograph them, and it's just a cool little thing. And then you can put them in one of your scrapbooks or whatever. You get all the tickets. But I know one of them one wasn't releasing tickets yet. I don't know why. Something was wrong with the machine. And so, yeah, in Autopia. So now the Autopia one is working. So now you should be able to get all of the tickets that are available.
Maybe that's because Autopia just shouldn't be a thing anymore. Just saying.
Yeah. We're not Autopia lovers. We've talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do want to bring up a correction to a previous podcast. On one of the previous podcasts where I'm, of course, going on my rants about Epic Universe, I did mention that I did not believe they were selling cooling towels. I was incorrect, and I apologize to everybody out there that are Universal Epic fans for making this egregious error. But apparently, yes, they do sell cooling towels. I think I had 6 of them on me, like Disney ones, so I didn't need it. So that's probably why I didn't notice that they were being sold. But they do have like toothless ones, and they do have them.
Toothless one?
Yeah. And you know what? I didn't find that out until later. Like, actually, one of our listeners let me know. And I was like, wait a minute, they had a toothless one? I mean, I don't need more cooling towels, but I still needed one that had toothless on it.
I love Toothless.
Yeah.
Easily my favorite Universal IP. I don't think of Harry Potter as Universal IP per se.
That's fair.
But I guess technically neither is, because How to Train Your Dragon is DreamWorks.
Right. Well, but DreamWorks is also like Shrek, and all of those guys are represented over at Universal.
Anyway, I love How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. So good.
So we don't have a lot of details on this, but there was a meeting between Disney and they have a really long name, but basically the Florida Tourism District. And permits have been filed for addresses on the property. And so they're discussing 2 new minor theme parks to open in or by 2035, and 1 major theme park in 45.
So I'm curious, what is the difference between a minor and a major
I don't
theme
know.
park?
I mean, would you call like
Hollywood Studios a minor?
That's kind of what I was
Magic
thinking.
Kingdom's a major?
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know if it would be defined by like acreage or how much is in it. Because like Magic Kingdom isn't the biggest park in Anchorage, but it is the most densely packed with attractions. So I honestly don't know what would be a minor versus a major.
I mean, yeah, I think with minor and major, I just think lesser and better. And so I'm like, okay, is it like a Knott's Berry Farm versus a Disneyland? Like that kind of size difference? Or, because I don't know what a minor theme park would be. That to me is like a fair.
That's fair.
A Ferris wheel, a couple of things, and that's it. So I am very curious to see what the difference is.
I wonder if the water parks are considered minor?
Oh, well, that would make sense.
Because they're not very big.
True.
But I honestly have no idea.
And when you think of the water parks, as much fun as they are, they're not considered part of like the core experience when you go there. So I guess that would be a minor. But yeah, it probably is something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know if they need
But
more
there are so many different things. Like, why does Star Wars not have... I mean, I know we have Galaxy's Edge, but Star Wars is so worth its own park.
Agreed.
Like, there's so much there. You could have, the quintessential Disney, like, spoke design, where you have your main hub, and then you could have, Tatooine and Coruscant and Naboo and, like, all the different places. Like, so worth its own park.
I agree.
I think tourism would skyrocket. There would be so many people that would go just to go to the Star Wars park. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Incredible.
If you think about all the people that did the Galaxy or the Galactic Star Cruiser,
yeah,
all those hardcore fans that just wanted that,
they would do it,
like Star Wars experience, but done.
And the rest of us that didn't, because that price was unjustifiably outrageous, even in the world of Disney.
Yeah.
But
no, not for the room.
Ugh, insane.
Heck no.
Yeah, for what you get, it was just ridiculous.
No.
But yes, Star Wars should absolutely have its own park, and at least 2 Star Wars hotels, like fully themed. You could have one that's themed around like the prequels, and then you could have one that's themed around maybe the original trilogy. I don't know.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. One that's like based on Tatooine, and then one that's based on like, I don't know, something else. Naboo. Yeah. I would love to stay at a place that looked like Naboo.
Or the rooms could even be maybe not even all the same, right? Like, some of the rooms could be Naboo, some of the rooms could be Tatooine. I don't know.
That would be fun, actually.
There's so much you could do.
Yeah.
But we have no idea. They haven't said. We don't know. Possibility of 3 new parks coming to Disney World.
So that'll be exciting to
That
see
is
what that's all. Yeah, what that's all about. That'll be awesome.
And then, do you want to tell us about the Hollywood Studios updates?
Well, real quick before that, the Disney World app.
The Disney World app.
The Disney World app had 3 more characters added to the profile avatars.
Yes.
So I don't know what's your profile avatar. I'm Aurora, of course.
Of course. I tend to go back and forth between Jasmine and Ariel.
Okay, that makes sense. They have added, what is it, Megara?
That's awesome.
From Hercules. Yeah, that's
Love
really
Meg.
cool. Mother Gothel from, well, not Rapunzel, but Tangled.
Right.
And then Yzma, which is really cool, from blanking.
Emperor's
New
New Brew.
Brew.
You guys make Dan so sad.
I need
not
my
remembering
coffee
Emperor's
right
New
now.
Brew.
This is not coffee, but it's something else. I need.
So 3 new characters, 2 of which are villains. What does that say about the trendy times?
My villains.
Where does Yzma rank? Is she in your favorites?
Oh, I love Yzma.
Yzma's
Are you
great.
kidding? The lashes alone.
I do love Yzma.
She is legendary. Eartha Kitt's
Those-
voice too is just so fantastic.
Those boobs down there where like her
Oh.
belly button is.
I mean, it's so just real problems, you know? I love it. That was actually always my, like, Lady Tremaine was still like a beautiful older woman. Maleficent, still beautiful. So when they bring out like
Yzma.
like Yzma, where even Cruella de Vil was a little fashionable, but Yzma, it was like, yeah, she just explains. You just get pissed.
What
Like,
is
look,
it?
my boobs are down on my knees. I'm feeling irritated. All of you guys, you know, you're too perky. Yeah, it's
Yep.
great. I love Yzma. Anyway, that's my villain thing because that makes me so happy. You
Well,
guys know when
remember-
my villains come out.
Remember in the movie, she's described as scary beyond all reason.
Yes.
Yeah, this woman was here looking for you. How would you describe her? Oh, I'd say scary beyond all reason.
It's so perfect. It's funny how Eartha Kitt's voice just did such a good job. Like,
The best.
yeah. Like, I can see her in my mind. Just thinking of her voice, I can see Yzma in my brain, and she's so great.
I mean, as usual, Disney casts so well, but it's true. She was just fantastic.
Yeah.
She was so great. And as the cat too. I
Oh,
actually
so
got
cute.
the stuffed animal of
You
the
did?
Yzma as the cat, and she's holding the little vial. Oh, it's one of my favorite
They
things.
have a little backpack. I saw that, and I was like, ooh, I might need a backpack, but I'm running out of wall space.
You're running out of wall space, and you still have more to put up already.
I know. Did we count them? We counted something. What
Yeah,
did
it
we
was-
count?
I counted your land flies.
You did?
Yes, but I don't remember the exact number. It was somewhere.
And those are just my lounge flies. It's not
And
like
those
my
are-
purses or my Harveys or anything.
It was just your loungefly backpacks, and it was just the ones on that wall. I'm willing to bet you have more somewhere that maybe just aren't on the wall yet.
I mean, I need more space, but how many are on the wall? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Because I think they go
I
5
wanna say-
across, and then I've got like,
I think it was 30-ish.
okay, I don't want anyone to break into my house. And
Oh no
steal
no!
all my-
This is what we need to tell. So when I asked Lilo if there was a fire and you could grab one of your lounge flies, which one would you choose? I'm not kidding you guys. Her answer was she would die in the fire trying to decide or save them all.
It's the truth. That is such a stressful question for me. I'm like, I've got all my wonderful DVC ones and all my
It's
beautiful
true.
Disney ones, but then I also have my Gem and the Holograms one, which that is like Gem and the Holograms, and then I've got my Back to the Future,
and
Like,
Jaws.
and my now I've got my 2 Jaws ones now. It's just too much, and my Haunted Mansion ones, and then all my Harry Potter ones.
I'm jealous of that Alani one you have.
The Alani one.
Oh, the Alani one's beautiful.
I have an Alani and a Polynesia. They both have the wooden handles, and I just love that so much. So, yes,
It's true.
love that. But yeah, I would definitely die in the fire, figuring it out.
Do you remember which one was your first?
My first loungefly?
Do you know?
What? Yes. Am I wrong or right about this? I believe my very first one was given to me by my mom and my sisters, and it was a Sleeping Beauty one.
Hmm.
And it
Makes sense.
Yeah, it was really, really pretty, and that kind of opened my eyes to the lounge flies. And then they just got better and better. I'm like, what? And then now they're making it so that you can put your ears in them. Like, this is just perfection. So
It's
I
the
love my
equivalent of
lounge
the
flies.
wand holder.
Yes.
Now we need a bag. Whichever one of you makes it, but we need a bag that will hold both our ears and our wands.
And now there
This
is a
what we
reason.
need.
There's a reason because you guys are doing those cool wands now that we can fill up with glitter or whatever and create our own wands. So
Those are so
technically,
pretty.
yes, you should be offering us something with a wand holder.
Although those are glass, I would feel really, really scared to have that on the outside of my bag. I think I would be so paranoid. I would be constantly checking that it's still there.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to say that because if we want these guys to make it.
I know. I'm just saying, make it good and secure.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the bags that we have, it has a little wand holder, but then it ends up in your mesh side pocket, right?
Oh yes.
So that is nice. I like that.
That would
Speaking
work.
of side pockets,
but you still need to be aware that it's there, because think about how often you'll kind of just take your lounge flight off, like rather haphazardly, you know, and just kind of maybe like hits a wall or something. So you'd still have to be aware of the fact that there is a glass thing on the outside of your bag, because you wouldn't want to accidentally like shove it against a wall or something.
Maybe they should start doing the wand holders on the crossbody bags.
Maybe the wands themselves, they need to come with some kind of a sleeve or a sheath.
Oh yeah,
or
you're
something.
right. They don't.
Yeah, and then that could be what goes into the wand holder on your bag.
And those could be customizable. Make them.
I'm telling you, we need to figure out who to talk to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I like the wand sleeve idea.
Okay. Well, so major Hollywood Studios overhaul happening. I'm excited about this. I know we're shedding a few tears. The Miss Piggy fountain will be missed. Muppet 3D will be missed. And I do love the Muppets. But I also do think that Hollywood Studios is in need of an overhaul. Yeah. Hollywood Studios has such great potential that is just not showing right now. So, and Muppets will still have a presence. Aerosmith roller coaster is going away. That's going to be themed to the Muppet band Electric Mayhem, which I'm so excited because I love Animal. He's always been one of my favorites. Yeah. He's just chaotic and ridiculous, and I love him. So I think that's really cool that Muppets will still have a presence, and we'll get a crazy roller coaster. Or we have the roller coaster, but you know. But then over in the Muppet, what is right now the Muppets area, so Muppet 3D is done. The fountain is done. Star Wars Launch Bay is still there right now, but will be closing on September 25th. So if you want to go say goodbye to Star Wars Launch Bay, do it before September 25th.
Does anybody want to say goodbye to Launch Bay?
I don't know. There might be. I've
never even been there. Waste of space. You've never been there? Waste of space. No.
Well, we went in there and I was literally just said it's a waste of space.
Yeah, it's true. There was nothing really drawing me there.
Isn't it mostly just used for? Because it's one of the places if you have the Disney Visa, there's that perk where there's like special photo ops, and that's one of the places you can go for your special photo ops.
Correct.
I don't know what else it's used for.
Okay, so the building part itself, when we went there, because we got lost. That's the only reason why we were even there. That was back when it was like one of our first visits.
You haven't been there. I was only there because I was lost.
Well, it's true. Well, the problem with going to Disneyland so often is that when I went out to Walt Disney World for one of the first times and we had time to walk around Hollywood Studios, I was totally confused because it looked so much like DCA.
Yes.
That I got lost.
Boulevard, yeah.
Like where Tower of Terror is versus, the Guardians, Mission Breakout. I totally had the park all mixed up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're walking towards Tower of Terror, and we were walking the total opposite direction, and we run into the launch bay, and I'm like, what is this? And my husband loves Star Wars, and so we go into this launch bay building, and it's kind of like a museum. They have a bunch of like Star Wars pictures up and old posters and like little plaques that talk about it. But that's really it. It looks like it was maybe at some point they were crazy and thought they would have such a line that they needed this queue. So it looks like at one point it could have maybe been some type of a makeshift queue, but then they had all the pictures and everything up. But then you go to the back of the building and then there's like this opening to like a little small courtyard, and then right there on the side they have like a little scene or something, and they'll bring out Darth Vader and you can take a picture with Darth Vader. But the inside museum thing was just, I don't know, they had cool stuff to look at, but it just felt like, first of all, unless you know it's there, you kind of just walk by it. It didn't look exciting. Nothing draws you in.
So it very much feels like we have this space.
Yeah.
We need something to put in here.
Yeah, it's like shoving in like small models of the Death Star and stuff like that just to say, it's all Star Wars, but there was just something, it just needed a little something more. Like,
well, one more reason that this will be a good update then.
Absolutely.
I think this is very exciting. So, there was that beautiful, wonderful short Once Upon a Studio made in honor of Disney's 100th. The one with that heart-wrenching scene of Mickey in the picture of Walt.
Yeah. That's so good.
But if you remember, the short as a whole is about the animators are away, they've left the building, and now all of the animated characters are popping out of their cells and lithographs and just like having fun and
they want to go take a picture together, right?
Yeah, they're going to take a picture together. And so there's going to be an attraction based on that short, and so there will be it will be called The Magic of Disney Animation, And so it's still unclear exactly like how it's going to work, but the experience is supposed to be like the short. So there's a story that the animators are away and the characters are popping out and having a good time, I guess. And then they'll also have a place you can go where if you like to draw, or if you want to learn how to draw, you can go do a sketch of your favorite Disney character, which I think sounds fun. It sounds a lot like Off the Page, which is a place in California Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is really cool. The whole area is themed to the actual Walt Disney Studios in Burbank. You know, that place that we went.
Yeah.
So there'll be that big, awesome sorcerer's hat and everything. I think this will be really, really cool.
I think it's going to be really cool, too. It was mentioning something about, like, an Alice in Wonderland play area.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. A little bit of it's kind of, if I'm reading it correctly, some of it does sound a lot like some of the things they have in Disneyland Paris. After you walk through the castle and you get into Fantasyland, there is, like an English maze, but it's Alice in Wonderland themed. So it's one of those green garden wall mazes, and it's so cute, so fun, and they have some of the, statues of some of the characters kind of hidden in the little maze.
Yeah, the Queen of Hearts pops out and screams at you in French.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So I really love Disneyland Paris. At least when I went, there was some cool stuff there.
Oh, I loved it.
I was sad that it wasn't a taller maze. I was like, as an adult, you can see over everything, but I was like, I wish it was kind of taller, because those English mazes are such a cool idea.
Yeah, maybe they didn't want it to be
too scary,
too intimidating.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ones.
Yeah, and I would totally get lost in one, but that would have been fun. But anyway, it sounds like they're gonna do something similar. Like it. That's kind of what it sounded like.
It'll be based off the art of Mary Blair,
mm-hmm.
one of my favorite Disney legends. So I think this is really exciting. I think it's a much better way to use the space, and it also fits with studios, like because the park is Hollywood Studios. So
yes,
I think this is going to be great.
Yeah, I think the idea of like people learning how to draw the animation and everything. I think it's finally the place is called Hollywood Studios, and it's finally kind of bringing the studios aspect back into the park.
Yes,
so I definitely think that's been missing.
I think it's been a little bit lost ever, because it was once upon a time a working studio,
mm-hmm.
but when it stopped being a working studio and then was just the theme park, how do you necessarily have a theme park that still like fits with studio? And so I think Hollywood Studios has kind of gone through like some identity crises over
mm-hmm.
the years, figuring out what it is. But I think this will be awesome. I will be really excited to see this.
I do too.
This will get me excited about Hollywood Studios again. Because to be perfectly frank, I haven't been super excited about Hollywood Studios in recent years.
What?
I love the Tower of Terror, but you need more than that.
Yeah, you do. and throwing a whole land of Star Wars in there is just it's enough to keep the tickets purchased, but yeah, you needed to do something better. And I thought, they did Disney's, California Adventure. Maybe they should do like DFA and do Disney's Florida Adventure, and then just do something, Florida based. If they were going to have something similar to DCA, even though I don't know what that would be, because again, when it comes to Florida, all we think is Disney. So
it's true.
But they could have done something like that. But even DCA is kind of falling away, because they used to have like the big roller coaster in the orange, Like,
well, because I think, and let me know what you think. Mm-hmm. I always thought it was like a little bit weird that they basically created a theme park that was themed to California. You're in California.
Yeah.
Like, it was just odd to me that was the chosen sort of spirit of, like, it very, very, very originally was actually supposed to be Westcott. We were supposed to get a West Coast Epcot,
mm-hmm. and
that got scrapped. And then they turned it into California Adventure, and I just remember feeling like, okay, anyone who is already here, like a local person visiting the park, like, they live here. I don't think they're looking for a home-themed theme park.
Right.
And then even tourists, like, are you really going to Disney? Are you really going to a land of fantasy and escapism, looking for a place that's themed after the real place that you are outside of those walls? I don't know. I just always thought it was strange. And it wasn't a very successful park when it opened. It was very below Disney par. And so, then they obviously changed a lot of stuff, and they made it like Pixar Pier and all these things, which I think have been good. But I think DC has also sort of had an identity issues.
For sure. Total identity crisis. They'll figure it out, but I feel like poor DCA is almost trying to be an Epcot / Hollywood Studios / they're trying to fill it all in that one part, because that's all they can offer.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're right. It's just had kind of a mess going on over there.
Yep. I think it'd be cool if they even did more. Well, and they're doing 2 more Avengers themed attractions, which is awesome, because I definitely feel like we can't have Avengers in Florida. And so, I mean, yeah, like, lean into the Marvel stuff in California, because, you know, it has such a huge fan base. And, and all it has right now is that little Avengers campus, which feels like Galaxy's Edge. It feels like just this very small thing that they added into a park that needed something. And it's like, I mean, hell, Avengers could be its own park.
Well,
maybe one of these new parks should maybe be Marvel. Oh, no, because it's in Florida. Never mind. We could only have Guardians. Damn it.
I mean, give Guardians to Florida, and then we get everything else in California. That'd be awesome. But I love Avengers Campus, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed that there wasn't more. Like, I wanted there to be more. You know, so I feel like they can always, you know, I'm really excited about the new rides, and I feel like they can I'm hoping that they can still find ways to expand that part of the park, because
me too.
Anything Avengers, like, we're 100% in, all the way in. We want to see it. So, and then we were talking also, when it came to closures, you said the Coronado Springs Hotel pool is going to be closed.
Oh, yes.
For a small time?
Yeah, for like 4 or 5 days. So, I mean, barely even, it was August. It was in the 20s.
But it was like a 10-day closure, right?
Yeah, it was very short. It was like the 19th to the 26th or something like that.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to go stay at the Coronado during the month of August, make sure you're looking at if you care about the pool, you know, or who knows, use it as an excuse to go to the water park.
Or, hey, go to a Disney hotel.
We were talking about how we have no interest in going to Coronado.
And I'm sure, you know what, it's probably beautiful.
Yeah, we should say that. It's not because we think anything bad of it at all. It's probably a great hotel.
Yeah, like the Swan and Dolphin, I'm sure those are beautiful.
Yeah, it just doesn't have a draw for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're not barfing Disney at me, I don't want to go in at all whatsoever. That's not why I'm there.
You know, it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know if I'll ever stay there again because now I'm DVC. But, like, as silly as it sounds, I loved Art of Animation. I actually think Art of Animation is a great little value hotel. And the theming is, like if you want theming, that theming is overt.
Theming is great.
Yeah, they've got the Lion King area, and they've got, like, the big Pride Rock, and Mufasa's up there, and, like, you've got Simba of the characters wandering around, and they've got the Cars section, which they did such a great job. I mean, you literally feel like you're walking through Radiator Springs as you're going to your room.
But you are DVC now, and no, you won't ever say that
again.
I know you won't, but
like, I still think we should go back there sometime just to walk around, because we could take such fun pictures.
I love resort days when you can I love resort hopping. Like, that's I could actually do a whole vacation where I'm resort hopping. Yeah. And I wouldn't feel like I'm without going to the parks.
They also have one of the best pools. The Big Blue Pool is awesome. Yes.
Is that the one with Crush? The big huge Crush?
Yes. And they also have a mermaid pool and a Cars pool, which is fun. And over by the mermaid pools, they have that huge giant Ursula. Go take a picture of you and Ursula.
Yes, please. Yes. Oh, that would be fun.
But yeah, if you're looking for, like, a value, if you want to go to Disney World, you want to stay value, Art of Animation, I highly recommend. It's so fun. It's themed. It's great. They actually have suites that are awesome. They're, like, on the lower price end, but you get a lot. You've got, like, you've got 2 full bathrooms, which is awesome. So you've got, like, an actual bedroom.
Did you also have access to the Skyliner route there?
Yes, it's on the Skyliner.
Oh, that's great.
It's on the Skyliner, which is, like, pretty rare for one of the value resorts to have more than just the buses. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's great that they have. Yeah, you can get on the gondola. It's really cool. You go there's, like, this little bridge that connects Art of Animation to the other one, which I think is, I want to say Pop Century, but it's kind of in the middle of that bridge. So you're literally out already over the lagoon, I guess, and that's where you actually get on the gondola, and it's pretty fun. But yeah, it's a really fun hotel. There's the Cars area, Little Mermaid area, Nemo area, and the Lion King area. The Lion King area is the only one that doesn't have its own pool. So you have 3 different pools to choose from. The Big Blue Pool is the most popular one. It's one of the biggest ones on Disney property. It's beautifully themed. It's so fun. And then there's the Cars one, which they've sort of kept as, like, the quieter one. Mm-hmm. So if you want to be, like, wading around in the water and you don't want people, you know, splashing water in your face all the time, you can go to the Cars one, which is nice. Oh. And then the Little Mermaid section is all standard rooms, but the other 3 all have the suites. So you have, like, a full bedroom with its own full bathroom, and then you have the living room area, and then you have another full bathroom and a kitchenette, and they have, like, a pull-out that's a queen size, and then they also have one of those cool, it's like a Murphy convertible bed where it can be, like, the dining set during the day, and then it's like a bed at night. Oh. So yeah, we went, Dan, me, Connor Wallace, Grandma, and my brother, all 5 of us stayed in one of those suites, and we were very comfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
A dining set that turns into a bed.
Yeah, it's like, so picture like, you know, your average like table and chairs, and then the table like folds up into the Murphy thing, and then you pull it down with like a different something, and then it's a bed.
Oh, I see. Oh,
yeah.
well, that's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
Oh.
So yeah, like if you're looking for a value resort, we really liked Art of Animation. It was fun. And sometimes they'll even have some of the special food items they'll sort of have over there as a surprise. Like when there's like a specialty cupcake, or you know when they come out with the special little food items for festivals and stuff, sometimes they'll have them over there kind of randomly.
Oh, nice.
And fun fact, Jodie Benson, because there's the mermaid section, Jodie Benson was there, and there was this whole little like ceremony thing when they opened the mermaid section, and she was like signing different things that they have there. So it was really cool. So Jodie Benson was there.
Wow.
It's a fun place.
We went there once. Jeff and I were just like resort hopping, and so we had gotten off there. We were on the Skyliner. We got off it. I get them kind of mixed up. The Art of Animation and the All-Star, all of those I get kind of mixed up.
Art of Animation is the only one that I ever want to be at.
Oh, okay.
The other ones are
That's the one that pulled me, honestly. I wanted to see the characters and stuff. So we did get out and we got to walk around, and we did see Crush there at the pool and everything, and cool. I took a picture because my husband looks like the human version of Crush the Turtle.
It's so weird. He does.
He's got the eyes, big time.
It's so, like, you think, how can a human look like a turtle? I don't know what it is, but it's true.
He does.
Especially when he makes certain expressions.
Yeah, oh yeah. Or he gets like his sleepy lids. Anyway, he looks like him. So I love Crush the Turtle, and I needed to take a picture of Jeff with this gargantuan Crush the Turtle. It's huge, and so it's just, those are some of my favorite pictures. But it was such a cute little place. We went, I think we got snacks there at their common area or their quick service, and it was a really, really cute place. So I did like it. I wanted to kind of go check out the other ones, but it's hard to resort hop over there when you're at the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian and stuff,
It's kind of out there.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. We started because we were talking about the Coronado, which probably is perfectly pleasant. It's just, it's not super fun themed, and it's also just location wise.
Yeah.
It's not super close to anything.
It's kind of considered part of the Animal Kingdom area. But
I feel like if you're not conveniently located, you have to have something that sort of makes up for that. Like Animal Kingdom Lodge is not super conveniently located.
Yeah.
But it's Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Right, of course.
It in itself is such an awesome, cool place to be but Coronado, I just don't see why I would go to Coronado.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to go check it out.
Maybe.
And figure out what
we'll have to at least go walk around. And
just walk around, yeah.
That's true. Maybe we're wrong.
Because that's how I feel about the Swan and Dolphin, too. I have not actually given them a chance at all. I've gone by there so many times.
And they do look very nice. Like, and the rooms are bigger from what I have read online. Like the same category of room compared to another one. They're bigger, which is nice, but...
At the Swan and Dolphin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have such a fantastic location. They really do.
They do.
So, I know I will go there because I hear the food there is fantastic, too. So, I know I'm going to have to go there at some point.
So, one of the things I had to talk about is... So, one of the things I would get asked back when I was still in the office, there were a couple people that... and usually it was for their kids. They would talk about how their kids would want to buy ears or whatever kind of souvenirs. And they would say, I hesitate on it because what do you do with them when you bring them home? Which is a perfectly fair question. If you're not an insane, crazy Disney adult like we are, that's probably a fair question.
Yes, which is bringing us to Danny's Tiki Tips for the day. Some ideas of what to do with that random merch that you have that you don't want to throw it away because it made you such a great memory, but you don't really have anything functional to do with it when you get home.
Yes. So, I mean, there are ears, which, as was pointed out to me, what am I supposed to do with these? You don't wear them outside the parks.
You don't?
Now, we all know that we do.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with that.
I
can tell you, if I wear these to, like, Fred Meyer or Albertsons, people start smiling, and, they look at you like you're crazy, but it does make them a little happy. People definitely will look at that and, you get a little bit of attention. So
I wear them. You know what I'll do if I feel, like, sad, if I'm having a sad day, I'll just put on a pair of ears, even while I'm walking around the house, and sometimes it helps me feel better.
Yeah. Or you know what, when you're feeling sexy and you just want to put on ears and nothing else, clean the house, let the hubby come home. He'll get you all kinds of ears if you do that. I'm telling you. There's my tip.
That would be
keeping marriages strong.
Just for the reaction to that. Oh, I need to try this now. This is fantastic. I like this.
Dan likes it. I can already see him.
Dan likes this idea. So ears, admittedly, ears, other than like, again, you can wear them. We're not judging. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
But we like to put them on our wall. Like on the previous episode, we talked about those really awesome little ear displays you can get. And I've seen lots of variations of it. Some people put them in like a shadow box.
Yeah.
So they're actually fully framed. The only reason I don't do that is because I'll actually take them down off my wall and put them on kind of spontaneously. So that's the only reason that I haven't, like, I want them up and pretty, but also accessible.
My friend Jen, so when we went to Walt Disney World, she had gotten, when they were brand new, the new Oswald ears. They were so
I want to get those.
Well, she had hers.
Yeah.
This is one of those mornings where we had just gotten there, and this is one of their first trips to Disney World. So we did fake lashes. We put on makeup. Like, we're feeling cute. We were feeling amazing. And we're going to Animal Kingdom. And
how long did you feel cute before you were sweating?
I'll tell you right now. That's coming next. Because this was what we did. We're feeling cute and amazing. And we did the safari. And then I think as we were on that side over there, we walk over to Cali River Rapids. Now, the last time I had been to Cali River Rapids, my son and I both wore the ponchos, and we didn't get a drop on us. And then the rest of the family was making fun of us for wearing our ponchos. You guys are such babies. Yeah, we didn't get wet at all. And I was like, okay. So I'm telling Jen, she's got the most going. She's so cute. Hair curled, brand new Oswald ears.
She curled her
hair. It was an amazing
so
day. We were like, we were feeling like Instagram influencers to the max. Like, they're so cute. We get on Cali River Rapids. I'm like, you don't need it. The poncho that's right there in your backpack, you don't need it. You're not even gonna get wet. I don't know what happened. I got this on film.
Different seat?
Different everything, because not a single seat was safe. But our boat, of course, flips around, and we go down, and the biggest wave I've ever seen in my life engulfs Jen and her husband Andy. Like they disappeared behind the wave. And she was drenched. Like, the ears got ruined. Like, everything, like, destroyed. So she ended up and this was a sore subject for a while, because that whole day went downhill after that. And it was pretty early. But we had to go buy her a towel. So she buys this brand new towel, and she's sopping wet. Like, now, like, her shorts are see-through. Like, everything is see-through, which is horrifying. And then we get her towel.
I'm so sorry, Jen.
Yeah, I know. Poor Jen. This story is like kind of legendary for us because it was so amazing. But we go to Starbucks to cheer her up, because Starbucks will always cheer up Jen. Like, let's go get her some Starbucks. So we get some, and then they had like this beautiful potted tree or whatever on, not a bench, but it was, the side of the potting or whatever. Sure. It could be where you could sit. So she puts down her brand new towel to sit down. And before she can do that, her big ice water falls over onto her brand new towel and completely drenches the whole towel. And I had to step back because I was like, she's going to ignite. She was so upset. I was like, oh my God. At one point, I did have to tell Jeff, let's just go get some ice cream or something. Let's give her a minute, because I was so afraid of her. She was just like over it. But
I gotta say, though, what I'm hearing, because I want to give Jen some credit.
Yeah. Like, she deserves all the credit, trust me.
Well, because she's a Disney adult, and
yes.
she even became DVC.
Yes.
So, like, this did not, like, ruin it for her.
No, this is
because she could have gotten to the end of this and been like, fuck this, I'm never doing this again, this was awful.
Well, she did. She did
minute.
with Cali River Rapids. I'll tell you right now, getting her on a water ride now, you can visibly see her face change, and she's like, no.
Not even with a poncho?
No. We haven't even bothered to try. It's a sore subject. But I'm sure nowadays she probably would, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. That's how rough this was. But it's one of our favorite stories, because, by the rest of the day, she, of course, turned it around, and we were still, we pulled her hair up, and it's cute. But my whole reason for even mentioning this is that now she's got these waterlogged, destroyed ears. And so she ended up making a shadow box, and I had filmed the moment that they got decimated by that wave. So we took a still shot of that picture where it's like literally there, you see the water and her face freaking out. And so she made a shadow box, and she put the Oswald ears in with that picture.
That's
just
beautiful.
to remember that had happened, what what memory those ears
She's
have for her.
embraced the memory.
She has. It was really, really cute. So,
I like it.
I like that. So there's always, there's certain memories that you have that are invoked by your ears. Definitely. The shadow box idea is a great idea.
Yep.
Take a picture of whatever, when you were wearing those ears and put them together. Really, really cute ways to kind of save those memories. The shadow boxes, I really like that idea because you can put,
other stuff.
all the stuff in there. Put your favorite ears from that trip, and then you can put in your,
you can
world
even,
maps. You can put in your buttons, whatever.
You could put some cork in there, and you could even maybe have some pins with your ears if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, pins. So we love doing pin boards. I've got several pin boards around my house, and I used to try and keep them by trip. But now I'm kind of branching out a little bit more into okay, maybe there's other categories. I used to always want to separate them by this was this trip, this was this trip, and now I'm well, no, maybe I could have these are the princesses, these are the whatever else.
That's kind of what I did because I
Honestly,
went from having no pins to meeting you, and now I have all the pins. But I started off by getting one of those pin backpacks, the Mickey Mouse backpacks.
Oh yeah.
And they're made for the pins, and it has kind of like a felt, pages. I really liked that, but I wanted to be able to display them. That's the only problem with that is I can't display them. So I did end up, I got for Christmas or my birthday, I got a pin board that was made by Dan, which was wonderful. And then we had bought another pin board, so we've gotten a few pin boards. And I did the same thing. I wanted to figure out how to organize them, and I ended up doing all my D23s are together, and all of my princesses and villains or Halloween, they're all kind of together. Also, so that I know where they're at in case I want to grab one and put them on, if I'm wearing something. So I really do like the pin board idea too. And then you do something cool with those big buttons that you get.
Yes, so the buttons the it's my birthday button or the we're celebrating button, so those buttons, we, and we'll post this on our socials. See, this is one of the reasons we gotta do our webisodes.
I know.
So, we did this really cool thing where we took a bunch of buttons from one trip, and so we would just put them, together, back to back, and then we just used a hot glue gun, and so, holding them together, we put, the glue around the edges so that it holds them together, but then on top of that glue, because the glue's ugly, obviously, we would pick, we would put a ribbon around it, and so we went and bought ribbons, and we tried to kind of color match and stuff and pick cute ribbons for whichever buttons, and then also just sort of in there while we were gluing, we also just looped a string, so they're ornaments now, so they're cute little double-sided ornaments.
Yeah.
So we have some with our Christmas stuff that actually go on our tree, and then we have some the ones that we get from restaurants, we have them hanging up in our kitchen.
They're really cute. I like the way, the little double ornament it's nice because if they're hanging somewhere in the middle and they're twirling around, you kind of see both pictures, and I think that's a really cute idea. I like that because I didn't know what to do with my buttons either, and I heard that I was that's brilliant actually.
I saw it. I think I just saw it on Pinterest somewhere years ago, and so that's what we do with our buttons. I think it's fun.
You can also designate a jean jacket. This
I have a lot of.
So if you get a bunch of your, those buttons or the pins or whatever, get yourself just a plain jean jacket and dedicate it to, make it your Disney jean jacket. And I'm telling you,
it's so much fun.
I have a Ravenclaw now one. I have Ravenclaw. I've got 2 different Disney ones. It's so fun. And now even when you get those little tiny round buttons, if you get a Hot Topic or whatever, with a Disney scene on it.
Oh, I've got so many.
Oh my gosh, yeah. All over the place. They're so fun. And then,
My jacket is chaos.
Yeah.
But I love it.
It's so fun. I love it a lot.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And so on the pins, because the backs they come with, those little rubber Mickeys, as cute as they are, so unreliable. I fortunately have, one time I just, so, because I've definitely had pins fall off.
Yeah, me too.
Which is awful. I've always, heard it drop and found it, except for one time, so we were in the airport, and I lost one of my favorite. I had my Pride, my Mickey Mouse Pride rainbow pin that's been on my jacket literally for years. So I don't know. I guess it just enough time went by, but it came off my jacket, and I was never able to find it, and I was really, really sad about it. But they have these. You can buy them in Disney at any of the places. I see them everywhere where you see the pins. They're in little tiny bags. They're gold, and I will embarrassingly admit, it took us way too long to figure out how they work.
Is Dan going to put an instructional video on
They don't come with instructions, which is... Because remember, you even tried to figure it out. Jeff even tried to figure it out. And we were like, what do you... So they're little teeny tiny gold, cylinders, and then it comes with the tiniest little Allen wrench you've ever seen. And
it did?
Yes.
I don't even remember the Allen wrench.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I still couldn't figure out, like, you know, there's like 3 different holes in it, and I couldn't, anyway. So yeah, we'll put it on Instagram. We'll do a short little video of us actually showing how because you can't just put it right on your pin. You have to open it first and then put it on your pin and then close it. But since I have figured out how they work, I've now put them on my jackets and they do not come off. Like, they are secure.
Oh.
So I highly recommend these little gold pin backs. They are wonderful if you've ever been devastated by the loss of one of your pins. Like, you know how awful that can be. So and if you never have, then let's make sure you never do, and just grab, next time you're at one of the pin places, grab one of these little baggies of the gold locking pin backs.
Yeah, it'll be totally worth it.
They've become essential.
I have we got 2 pairs of ears from Box Lunch, and they're Mickey ears, but they're corkboard ears, and they're supposed to be for you to put your pins in. But the problem was that the corkboard that they put in those ears is too thick for the normal.
Yeah, you're just counting on the cork holding it.
Yeah, and it was very terrifying. So those were definitely ears that would only go on my wall because I was afraid to lose any of those pins. So these locking pins are going to be a lot better. Not to mention that I think the way they lock in, I mean, technically on those double-sided ears, you could probably put another pin on the back side and have it kind of covered up, and the gold locking mechanism isn't so in your face. It's not very obvious, so you can double side, you know.
Yeah, but definitely don't want to lose your pins.
Yeah,
because they are not cheap.
No,
they used to be one of those souvenirs you could get for pretty reasonable, but then pin trading like exploded as a thing, and I think the cheapest pin you get now is $20.
Megan the Magical Millennial just recently went through Disneyland with a $5 bill that she had in her pocket. She says, I want to see what can I actually get with $5.
Was it nothing?
It was so sad. Like, she was able to get
an ice cream bar,
maybe some lollipops. Yeah, like, it was not much. It was kind of shocking.
Yeah.
But, you know, basically just snacks, but nothing, you know, not a whole lot of stuff. So
buttons are free.
Yeah.
Go
get your buttons. Yep.
Get your buttons. And then the other one, and this one is more challenging, is the popcorn buckets. I don't know how this became such a thing. Like, talk about an item or a product that, like, never in a million years would I have been like, you know what's gonna become a major collectible? Popcorn buckets. Like, who saw that coming? And now they are, I cannot believe how people will wait in a 2-hour-long line. I'm not on board with this, guys, for the record. There's never been a popcorn bucket I want so bad that I would waste 2 hours of my precious park time. Did I go find it later on eBay? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
And also on that, I do feel the need to say, because the idea that there's so many of these people that buy up the special merch in the parks to then sell it on eBay and make insane amounts of money, this is awful, and I don't support this. I actually think this is really messed up. But I will try really hard when I go on eBay to find someone who is selling it for about park price.
Right.
Like, when they mark it up 600%, I just won't, because it makes me so upset that there's people, because there's so many people that are actual fans, and those particular items really, really mean something to them. And I think it really sucks that they're getting so bought up by people that are just making a bunch of money selling them to people that
crazy amount of money.
It's so stupid. But so anyway, now the popcorn buckets that are actually in the shape of a bucket, these are easy,
functional.
You can drill a hole in the bottom, and you can put a plant in it. I've used them for in my kitchen. I'll use them to hold my utensils. Like, there's a name for those things that you buy at fancy stores that you put, like, your spatulas and stuff in, but I don't remember what it is. Anyway, there's one on my counter right now. It's holding my most used utensils. So the buckets, I think we can come up with lots of things, but the other ones that are, like, shaped, they're just decor. I haven't come up with anything other than these are just decor. The tauntauns that we got, it's amazing. He's just
where
the heck,
exactly, where the heck am I gonna put him? Right next to both my toothless ones.
Yeah. I mean, you can hang them by the strap, so then they're at least, like, up.
Right.
And not taking up surface space. But I did have one idea that I want to try. So I did get I think the first one that I ever got that was, like, a thing was the Mickey pumpkin one. I got the Mickey pumpkin one.
Yeah.
And just on this one, this isn't true about all of them, but on this one, it's actually thin enough that I think I could put something inside of it that would glow. So I'm gonna put, like, twinkly lights inside of it, and to make it like an orange glowy thing.
And put it out for Halloween?
Yes. But most of them are thicker than that, and you wouldn't see a light through it. So
yeah, no, for sure. Our tauntauns are They're
not,
large.
Those just are what they are.
Yeah.
They just are what they are.
You know what they aren't? A popcorn bucket.
They're not
Like,
at all.
They're not
even a little
functional
bit.
at all
Can
whatsoever.
we stop calling... Look... Let's
Just
call
call it
them
a
what
toy.
they're toys.
It's a toy.
They're toys that you're trying to sell to adults, and I don't know if this has maybe not been made clear, because I feel like it's been made clear, but maybe it hasn't. We're gonna buy them.
We're gonna buy them.
You don't have to trick us and call them popcorn buckets. You can just call them toys.
Yeah.
We'll still buy them.
You can call it a crossbody. I'll just throw my wallet in there. Okay, that's fine. That's great. But yeah.
I have actually eaten popcorn out of them. Like, brought it
Have you
home.
really?
Yeah.
I
Just
can't
for fun.
fathom. Well, again, if it's the bucket shape, that's one thing. But the tauntaun, if you were to fill it up
No,
with
hell
popcorn,
no, because I can't clean
butter
it.
and exactly, that
Yeah.
would be a nightmare. So
Like, unless you eat just air popped popcorn with nothing on it, yeah, you don't want to put it in. Like, I have the Elliott one, the Main Street Electrical Parade Elliott one,
yeah,
which is super cool. It like lights up and it's really pretty. No way am I putting anything in that would need to be cleaned.
yeah,
No,
they're just really nice collectibles.
they're just
So that's where you know, I have friends that have like the potting shelves or the shelves at the top of their kitchens, or you know,
oh yeah,
in their
Like top
living
of
rooms
the
or whatever.
cabinet?
Yeah, and it'll be a whole land of their popcorn buckets up there,
Yeah.
which can look a lot of fun and cute. You put them up
It's
there
true.
with plants and stuff like that. But really, those popcorn buckets that are just basically large toys, those are going to be the toughest things you're going to need. You're going
They're just
to
toys.
have to figure out what to do with. Yeah, really tough to figure out. So you know, like Jeff and I, we have some where we'll put like little hat, like if it's Christmas time.
Oh,
I'll find a little Santa hat and put it on whatever the popcorn bucket is, and now it became a Christmas decoration. Like,
That's
just
actually
do that.
cute. I
yeah,
like that.
and just keep it out of in the house.
I wonder if I can find a really small Santa hat to put on the tauntaun.
You can always find a really small Santa hat.
Probably.
Michael's, love it. Yep, they'll have him.
Fair enough. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what you just have to do. Just hey, those are your new lawn ornaments, and just keep changing them with the weather. But
What about what do you do with your glow cubes? Do you use those at home?
my glow cubes.
Oh, look, there's a glow cube.
Yeah, these never go to waste. Not with
No.
me. But I do keep them. I have a special vase that I have all my glow cubes in, so that I know, first of all, if I'm missing one, because I freak out. I love my glow cubes. So
Have
I
you
can
ever
see them all.
turned all of them on and put them in that vase? Because that just sounds like, that'd be like a cool table lamp.
That would be that would be a really cool table up. I haven't done that because I'm still shocked that some of them still have light. I'm like, I know I've had this thing for a long time,
Fair
and
enough.
they still glow. I love it. So I haven't tried, but I should, because that'd probably be a lot of fun.
That could look cool.
Yeah, that could look really cool.
You could even maybe put something in it, like I don't know, like a fake plant or like something, so the vase would be all glowy, and then there could still be something sticking up out of it.
Well, yeah, you could do, I mean, technically then, if you think about it, you could probably do those little, put it in the bottom, fill it up with some water, and then do like the little lily pads or whatever that they do
Oh,
for
yeah.
those little cute, so it'll glow, but you'll still have little flowers at the top, and you'll have water in the middle. They'll look really pretty, but yeah, there's some things that we're still figuring out what to do with them exactly,
Right.
but it is a common problem, guys, so don't feel bad. But just don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. We'll figure something out.
The button ornaments, that's a good one.
Yeah, but
I like that one a lot.
And for your ears, I just feel like there's so many things that you can do, and you can always regift. People love stuff like that. I don't think I've ever given a pair of ears to somebody and they're like, oh, these aren't brand new. Yeah, that's never happened. So, but they are just fun things to bring home, but definitely like shadow boxes and stuff like that are a great way for you to just put your whole trip in one little box and put it up, so you can throw everything from that trip in there.
Because not everyone's like us and has an entire room
Or two.
in addition to their whole house.
Right. I was gonna say. My house feels like someone gave 12-year-old me $10 and said, decorate your house. Okay. And I just threw everything all over the place. That's what it feels like in my house.
I love going over to your house. It's like my house. Like, right off the bat, right? So, like, I knock on the door, and the symphony of barking begins. So it's like being on the opposite side of my door. And then whoever answers the door has to be, like, fighting the dogs.
Fighting them
off
every time.
So that we can wrestle our way into the door. And so, like, that's exactly the experience that anyone, gets at my house. And then just walking through your house, it's just Disney everywhere, just kind of incorporated into everything. And it's
Everywhere.
yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
It's like my house.
I know. I don't think we have any serious pictures up in our house at all. Everything is just Disney pictures or just fun stuff. Even our wedding picture. The one wedding picture I've got on the wall.
You have that one really cute one of you and Jeff that's like a selfie that you have on like the canvas.
Oh, in
thing.
Alani at Disney?
Maybe it's in Alani.
It is in Alani.
Yeah. Well,
That's
most
why.
of the pictures are faces. I can't really tell where you are.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, that's
that's
an
a cute
Alani
one.
picture. Yeah, you're right. That is cute. That is a cute picture. I love that one.
But your wedding picture is great.
our wedding
Lilo's
picture.
wedding picture is everyone being chased by a T-Rex.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
fantastic.
have Dan include that on this. You'll see it if you're watching us on YouTube. You can see the picture. It is
It's
the
great.
best picture ever. But yeah, we had our photographer superimpose a T-Rex behind us, and we got the entire wedding party to start screaming and running away, and it's just the best picture.
And everyone in it's doing a good job.
Oh
too.
yeah, it's very realistic.
Yeah. I struggle
It
with
was
stuff
great.
like that. Like, you know, at Disney when they do like the magic shots, they'll do like the Tinkerbell ones where you're supposed to like hold up your hands and like
Look shocked.
my face never looks right. Like I have a hard time reacting to something that's
Well,
not
I
actually
feel
there.
like that's not your fault. I feel like they're not great at trying to get you to do the right expression. Like, there's this one picture I have with my future son-in-law, Miguel, and they said, you know, it was like someone was holding, it was Chip or something like that.
Right.
And they say, just look shocked. The lady's saying...
There's different kinds of shots though.
Yeah, well,
There's good and
there
bad.
was in this picture because everyone else like, ah, and he's like, and his face is legendary. It's like the most dramatic. And he gave himself like 12 chins because he's like this. It's the greatest picture. But I was like, you know, they could have probably given us better. Yeah, hey guys,
Right.
it's just Chip.
They could have
Just
at
holding
least,
Chip in
or
their
they
hand.
could have at least said it's something that you're shocked because you're scared by it, or it's
Yeah.
something that you're shocked because you're like pleasantly
So
surprised.
cute. Exactly. The
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised shock
Yeah.
is different than the terrified
Then
shock.
something's about to attack me.
Yes, exactly. And so I feel, I mean, that's a good point. They really don't do a good job defining those when they tell you to get ready for your magic shot pictures. So that's fair. Because I have some pictures that are just kind of weirdo. Or if like the banshee's flying over this way and they tell you to look there, and then they superimpose the banshee over there. I'm like, why did you? Now we look stupid. So that's happened a few times. So yeah. But again,
That's
all those
great.
pictures end up being great memories. It's fine. And speaking of being on camera at a park, Jon Favreau,
Ooh.
he was found, or he was seen,
In Disneyland.
Disneyland.
It's hard not to see
filming.
him. He had an entire crew with him. Like, yeah.
It's pretty exciting though. They are filming a TV show for Disney Plus based on, or it is about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So I think that is really awesome. And anytime Jon Favreau is in the parks is an amazing
It's true.
thing. But yeah,
Anything that he does is amazing.
yes. But yeah, that's gonna be a great show. That'll be so fun. Oswald, we're getting him back.
We
This is
are.
really exciting. So I think that'll be great. And then trying to think. So upcoming, our Disney Before You Die list.
Oh, yeah. So, this is usually called a bucket list.
Or a
But
popcorn bucket list, if you will.
Before the movie. Oh, that's good. Maybe we should call it that.
The Disney popcorn bucket
Well,
list.
before the movie, the bucket list movie,
Mhm.
which was like what made sort of coined that term,
Yeah.
or like really brought it into like mainstream usage. Like I had a list of things I wanted to do before I die, and I always called it my bid list, like before I die list.
Makes sense.
And then, but now I always sound crazy because everyone calls it a bucket list.
bucket
But
list.
anyway, so Disney bucket list. I don't know. My first one is like all the parks.
Mine
all,
is too.
every foreign park.
I want a picture of myself in front of every castle.
Yes.
The thing is, will this include Abu Dhabi?
No. No for me. Sorry.
So not all the parks.
Can't. Okay, it's true. I wasn't even thinking of that one as. I'm really trying to pretend that's not a thing. This,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Not
But
for
I
me.
mean, in all fairness, it doesn't look like it's gonna look like a castle anyway. So
No.
unless the castle is like Elsa's, because that's what it kind of
Also, I
looks
gotta
like.
say, again, I'm not supporting the creation of this park. I don't think that a Disney park should exist that not everybody can go to. I have serious issues with this. Like, Disney has always been very about inclusivity. Disney has always been about just like love for everyone. And they've fought for gay rights and for LGBTQ plus rights. I mean, you know, I remember when way back before gay marriage was legal in like even California, when it was illegal there, Disney came out. They made like a very, very loud announcement about like, you know, it sucks that we can't do anything about the legality of it, but we want you to know that we would love for you to come and do the fairy tale wedding thing at Disney and like have the ceremony and like all of that. They've always been that. And there's, I mean, June, they always do awesome stuff for Pride. I mean, and I know, you know, people in the LGBTQ plus community that love Disney and love going to the parks because it is such a place of love and inclusivity. So I don't know. I'm having a really hard time with the creation of a park that there are just certain, most demographics actually can't go. I don't know. That's a hard one for me.
And have they talked about how that's going to work as far as
I don't think
general admission?
I don't know. I mean, and I'm sure it's because Disney themselves, like, they would never have a rule that someone can't go.
Right.
But just due to where they are, like, they don't own that entire area. People have to get through that area to potentially go, and they can't. So, but I will say, if none of that was an issue, why is a Middle Eastern Disney park not making the castle Jasmine's Palace? What in the flying figment is that about?
Yeah.
Like,
agreed.
What a miss. Elsa's castle? Are you kidding me? It's like, you couldn't be more different than Norway in the middle. What?
I don't even know. We're not even sure it's Elsa's castle, but that's what it looks like from the concept art.
It's true. It looks like Elsa's castle.
I'm like, that's
so
weird.
Yeah, so I'm going to say no to Abu Dhabi. But every other park, the first on my list is Tokyo. I'm super jazzed. I got to get to Tokyo. I got to get to the Tangled Land. Are you kidding me? Fantasy Springs? So yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's nice too.
I want a picture of Dan and me kissing in front of all the castles.
Aww, so cute. Will you be wearing ears and only ears?
No. I'm not looking to get kicked out of Disney.
Yeah, we already made that stipulation once before. She's made me promise that I won't do anything that will get her kicked out of Disney.
Don't get me kicked out of Disney. Dan's always reminding me too that I got to keep my profanity in check, and anyone who knows me knows that is a challenge.
Yeah.
I like my bad words.
Well,
hence the warning before every episode.
That's true. Well, but now is like DVC, D23, yeah. We are pretty good at being better and being on our, minding our P's and Q's at the parks.
I used to be much better because my first ever job was at a daycare. And so obviously I had to be very, very clean. And I was really good at it. And then the next job I had after that was actually at a Disney store in the Boise Mall.
Oh.
Again, very clean. It's in recent years that it got harder for me to switch on and off.
Yep. Yeah.
But you know what? I don't care.
I used to be super, super clean. Like, I never liked to curse. Like, through high school and stuff like that, I was not the kind of girl that cursed.
You still don't a lot, though.
I don't a lot. I feel like I kind of do, but maybe it's a lot for me.
Yeah, maybe it's a lot. Because, like, the couple times that I've heard you say fuck, it sort of, I was like, oh, check you out.
No, in high school, I was very, very prissy. I didn't do any of that stuff, so I feel like I'm just catching up for lost time. But, yeah. So, keep it clean at the parks, guys. Don't be like us.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Aulani. Because I still haven't been at Aulani. So, I certainly have that one on my list. I want to be on a cruise for my birthday. And I want to do a maritime cruise. We haven't really talked about cruises a lot yet, but I could talk days on end. Love the cruises. They're the best. So I want to do a maritime cruise. I want to do an Alaska cruise. I want to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge, which we did for one night, but I want a more Animal Kingdom
visit.
Yes, Tokyo. I got to cross off Paris. Let's see. I think.
Yeah, your Paris trip was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I loved Disney Paris. I'd heard mixed things. Like, I read things about, like, oh, it's just not as magical, or it's not this, or it's not that. And so I kind of didn't know what to expect, but I loved it. I had the most amazing time in Disney Paris, and I thought it was so magical.
Aww.
I did. I loved it so much. There was this, like, interaction between me and Rapunzel, like, during a parade. I was kind of bounding as Rapunzel, and the Rapunzel on the float in the parade, like, saw me and kind of called me out, so we had, like, this moment.
Aww.
It was so cute and so special. But I loved Disneyland Paris, and I'm glad you told me what you told me about the castle, because I don't know if we necessarily would have gone down underneath if you hadn't told me to. And and that was
so cool,
incredible. Right? Oh yeah, and I also love their castle. How there's just so much that you get to do inside their actual castle, because like the Disneyland castle, it kind of has that walkthrough, but there's not a lot to it. And then in Disney World, they have the restaurant, but you're not doing that unless you're going to the restaurant.
Right.
And the one in Paris is so fun. They have the underground part where you go down and you see Maleficent as the dragon, and it is big and impressive, and it's like breathing all heavy, and it moves. It kind of gets close to you. Oh, it's so incredible.
You're like in an underground lair in the castle. It's really neat.
It's so incredible. And then you can even go up in the upper part of the castle, and they have all those big, gorgeous stained glass windows that you can get up close to, and like a whole little area in there you can enjoy. And then you can even go outside on that kind of terrace area and look over the park. Like, oh, I don't know. Disney Paris, they kind of win the castle.
As far as
amazing. As far as the castle actually serving like a function or something that you can really do and be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
So fun.
And do they still have like the trees that look like they're squares?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's like,
that's how you can call out the French castle easily in any picture. You see those rectangular trees.
And that's because of how they drew them in Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Oh. That's sort of the thing, because the Disneyland castle is Sleeping Beauty's castle, but it's just the castle that they decided to theme of Sleeping Beauty. The castle in Disneyland Paris is actually, that one actually is supposed to look like the castle in the movie Sleeping Beauty.
It's my favorite castle. That castle's awesome.
It is. It's beautiful. And that maze was so fun. I had the best ice cream, which was kind of random. The best ice cream at Disney Paris. And here's something. Why isn't this everywhere? When we had ice cream in Disney Paris, the spoons were edible.
Like chocolate?
Yeah, it was like a chocolate flavored. It was made of some sort of like a wheat or something, and that's what made it. Because it wasn't like those. It wouldn't get soft. Like you could really function. It was rigid enough that you could functionally eat with it as a spoon, and then you ate your spoon. You literally threw nothing away. Like you would go and you'd order ice cream. Everything about it was edible and delicious. There was nothing left.
Nothing left.
I don't know why this isn't everywhere. This just feels like, look at this amazing solution. Here it is. Nowhere should be using plastic spoons. There are edible spoons, people.
That's really cool.
It was so cool.
Oh, okay.
The second park, however, it's good that thing's getting an overhaul, because that was
I have not heard a single good thing about that park.
Sad. The only good thing over there is that's where they first did the Ratatouille ride.
Yes.
So that's awesome. And they also actually have a Ratatouille restaurant, which is cool. Like the restaurant from the movie that Remy has in the very, very end. They actually have that restaurant.
Aww.
So that's cool. But outside of that, no. It's a very sad place. But they're overhauling it, which is awesome. And it's where they're doing the Lion King area with the Lion King ride.
Oh, really?
Yes. So excited for that.
Well, that'll be
so
really
actually,
nice.
I have to put Paris back on my bid list.
Uh-huh.
Because I need to go after they have Lion King.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait till I have Lion King, then we'll go. Wait, how long is that going to be? I want to be like 70.
I don't remember. No, it's not that far.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's already through, like, concept art and everything. Like, it's pretty close to... I mean, I'd have to look up when they're actually starting construction. I don't know. But it's soon.
Okay, good.
It's sooner than these two minor parks that they're talking about.
Yeah, let's figure out what that's all about. It's a minor and a major park.
But, yeah. But what are yours? What are your
bid
Disney
list?
popcorn bucket list?
And Disney... Okay, to enjoy a meal at Club 33, but the one in Disneyland, because I love that one. It just has a special place in my heart. So that's definitely up there. Another bid list is to do a VIP tour and get all the merch associated with a VIP tour.
Oh, how did I not think of VIP tour? Okay.
Yes. That's what I want to do. Let's see. And then, of course, yes, I want pictures in front of all of the castles.
Mm-hmm.
And then, trying to think of the other... I think I wanted to do something D23 related. And I'm trying to remember, because I actually had this. I was thinking about this.
There's the Destination D23 at Disney World. Did they do?
Oh, no, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do an Adventures by Disney trip.
Oh, yes.
Where I can see the castles in Europe.
Oh, yes.
So that I would want to do. Yeah, Adventures by Disney.
Wow, you're giving me so many that I need to add to mine.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
That would be amazing. A lot of mine will have to do with definitely traveling, because I've got the merch stuff down. If I want it, somehow I'm going to get it. So I have all the merch stuff.
I hope every Disney park has a way to send stuff home. Mostly for Lilo.
I would need it, yes, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
Yeah,
Adventures by Disney.
list.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Sure. Where would you choose if you could only do one VIP tour? Which park would you want to... Would you do Magic Kingdom or Disneyland?
I would probably do Disneyland because of all the secret passageways and the tunnels underground, and it just feels like, because it's the OG park, that you probably the history stuff is, for the VIP tour, it would definitely be the stuff I want to see.
I could probably spend 2 hours on Main Street alone.
Oh,
just about, because the names on the windows are all so meaningful and special.
I mean, I worked at Disneyland. I walked through some of those underground tunnels, and I'm still like, that was shocking. That opened up my whole world working there and seeing. I mean, Disneyland already felt big, but like when you find out it's really 2 stories. And then
True.
suddenly, like, there's an entire underground city. It was crazy. Crazy. So, yeah, there's just so much to learn about Disneyland. And it was, like, backstage Disneyland. Like, when I would be, you know, we would have little trams that would take us to the parking garages to go get our cars after our shifts. And during the tram tours, because that's what it felt like, because you're going through all this Disney stuff, you would see, you know, where they have all the backstock of all of the new plants and trees that they're going to be putting out, you know, because if anything dies, they don't try to regrow it. They just get rid of it and they put in a brand new one. So everything's always brand new and fresh.
I can't wait for a brand new tree to grow.
I know. Don't be crazy.
We need shade.
Thank you. Doing it right. But it was just really, really interesting to see everything backstage. Like I know that, you know, they get a lot of, you know, junk about not paying their employees fantastically. But I can say, like, the stuff you're able to do, like, a lot of the perks were just fun. Like, I can see why people don't want to leave Disneyland. The perks made it a lot of fun. The places you could eat when you were on your shift, like, they had full cast-only restaurants that were a lot of fun to go to. So, just a good time. A really, really good time. I loved working there. So, anyway, yeah, that's probably... I'd probably do the VIP there.
And we really want to they do the railroad-themed tour at Disneyland.
Oh.
Which I really want to do because, like, Walt and trains was such a thing. And honestly, like, model trains, like, make as much fun of model trains as you want. They are the reason we have Disneyland. Because of Walt's love of trains and his own trains that he built and the train he had in his backyard. And they do a railroad tour occasionally in Disneyland. And you get to actually go inside the Lily Bell.
Oh.
Which... Get ready for some serious tears from Danny.
We'll have that on video.
We have to do that. I'm hoping to do that actually on the next time we're in Disneyland, but we'll see. The dates are kind of weird. They don't do it consistently, so.
Well, it was like the Walt Disney Studios tour. They didn't do that consistently either, so just got to get there at the right time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I definitely want to do that. I think that would be amazing. When we went to the Walt Disney Family Museum in San Francisco, which if you're a Disney fan, especially if you're like a fan of the person Walt and sort of the history of Disney, it's such an incredible place. And they have the Lily Bell, and when I say the Lily Bell, I mean the train that Walt built and ran in his backyard. They have that there. I just stood in the presence of that train for, I don't know, Dan, did I stand there for an hour? Soaking up that train. Oh,
Walt Disney's rear end was on that train. That's like,
and his daughters and the neighborhood kids.
I know. It was like when we were in his office, and I was like, wow, he sat in that chair. Like, you just want to freak out. It's amazing. But yeah, if you are considering or you're thinking about what would be on your Disney popcorn bucket list, comment below.
Share.
Let us know. I'm very, very interested to see what other people would want to do and what's considered, you know, a popcorn bucket list item versus, you know, because I feel like mine are pretty big and very expensive, so chances of them happening really aren't great.
It's true. We need to think of some smaller ones. But yeah.
My smaller ones are usually merch related, and like
maybe,
I said, I handle that.
And true, and any that are in the comments, I mean, they might even be something that we've done and we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Hear about it.
Yeah. You never know. It gives us good ideas for giveaways. So then that way, you know, if we get nice and big enough, maybe something on your popcorn bucket list can be something that we can do in a giveaway. That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Yep.
That would be.
I'm always happy making people's dreams come true.
That's why our travel planner job is so great.
Yeah. It really, really is great.
I think it, and yeah, I feel like it's such a great thing for me too, because I feel like I don't know if I want to work directly for Disney, just because I still kind of want the magic. Like, there's some behind the scenes stuff that I love, that I absolutely love doing and seeing and learning, but there's some behind the scenes stuff that
you don't want to know about.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want to pretend, like, I don't want to see the Mickey costume just like on a hanger. I don't want to see like Minnie Mouse's head on a shelf. Like, I don't. I want to pretend that magic is alive
and
real in the parks, So like I still kind of like there being something between me and that.
Yeah.
And so, but then getting to do like the travel planning, like that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's indirect.
Yes, it's indirect, and you get to help someone else feel that magic.
Yes.
Yeah, which is an amazing part of our job.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I was helping like my client. I talk about Tokyo Disney because that was my first experience doing Tokyo Disney. I'm doing another one actually pretty soon too, but
nice.
that was really, really cool, kind of going over that and then getting her feedback and learning about, you know, something that I haven't been able to do yet.
Yeah.
But it just sounds really, really amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely going to Tokyo's on my bid list.
Oh yeah, I gotta get to Fantasy Springs.
Yeah.
I keep reading about how the Imagineers themselves have said that Rapunzel ride is the most romantic ride ever created.
I want to see their haunted mansion. Is it them or Shanghai?
Yeah.
Someone has an amazing haunted mansion that I know I want to go see.
They are, and I do too, and they're very, because the Ghostettes, we just need to do like a world haunted mansion tour. That's what we need to figure out how to make that happen.
I'm writing that down.
But I think it will be so cool because in other, especially in like Asian cultures, because different cultures believe such different things with death.
Yes. Yep.
You know, I mean, even just like, you know, Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, it's so different than how we have, you know, funerals in the States and stuff like that. And in Asian culture, I watched this like sort of mini doc about creating the haunted mansion that they did in, and I'm really sorry, I don't remember specifically. It was Tokyo, it might have been Beijing. Shoot, I don't know. But they were talking about how, you know, when they first set out to do it, it was like, we're just going to make another haunted mansion. And then they started learning more about the culture, because Disney does always really try to integrate with culture. And death is just viewed so differently there, and it's thought of so differently there, that the haunted mansion we have in the States just didn't make sense. It didn't resonate. Like, it just was weird. And so they did an entirely sort of different lore and story to match more with like how they think of death and how they think of like the afterlife.
That's so cool.
And so I know, I think it's so cool. So it'll be like, it'll be just a whole different kind of way to see the spirit of what the haunted mansion is.
I love this idea.
Yeah, I know. We need to figure this out.
Yes. That's a great idea. Okay, so that's definitely that's a new one.
So if everyone wants to donate $1 million for us to go to all the haunted
and while you're at it,
mansions.
if you're Club 33, reach out. We'd love to meet you.
Yeah.
And then I think that's all we've got for this week.
Yeah. Also, Lilo has some fun family stuff to get to.
Oh, yes.
So
celebrating my sister's birthday today, my little sister. So we're going to go celebrate her birthday.
happy birthday, Melissa.
Yeah, yay. And then I'm trying to think. Oh, if you have an Etsy shop and you want us to try one of your adorable little Labubu outfits on Leota here, please feel free to send it over to us. We would love that. Right? Send her a little Jasmine bikini outfit. That'd be cute. You know, whatever you guys have for the Labubus out there.
Putting them in bikinis now? Is it
be great.
horrifying enough?
I'm just curious what kind of Labubu costumes are really out there, because I gotta see.
But it would have to go over the fur, right? Like, this doesn't come off.
No, it has to go over the fur. I'm telling you, wait till you see that. It's a whole world out there of Labubu. I'm telling you. I don't even like the name. It's so weird, but whatever. Leota's world out there is crazy. I know. I'm such a consumer. Oh, it's terrible. But again, if you guys know of any really cool outfits or Disney outfits that we absolutely have to get for Leota, or for whichever new Labubu I might grab for this one over here.
No,
you never know. I'm just saying.
Not.
She would want Jasmine or
I am saying
Tangled
on
or Megara.
record right now, if you get me one of these things, I will get rid of it instantly.
We're going to cut the head off and put it on one of our bands.
Instantly.
Or bands.
Do not waste your money bringing one of those into my house expecting me to keep it. Dan might even beat me to it.
Throwing it away?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I feel like Dan. Yeah, he might cut the head off, though. That might be something he does.
Actually, you know what? You can bring me one if you also get me an appropriately sized guillotine. Yeah. That sounds fantastic. I'll mess with that.
We'll do that on the air.
Sure.
Okay. Fine.
It seems like a really dumb way to spend money that we could spend on our Haunted Mansion tour.
Well, there's just two ways we can spend money.
Not if your money's limited.
What? We're Disney people. There's no such thing as limits.
That's the real question people ask.
For those of you who are listening in, just so that you know, because you can't see her clearly, I didn't think about that. But I've got a pink Labubu, and she's got one of those little ear keychains.
She's got her own ears.
She's got her own mini ears. So she's super adorable. But she's
the ears are cute.
One.
Let's put the ears on something else.
Yeah. Like what?
I don't know.
Do you want me to get one of those cool, the other little Disney ones that look like monchichis? Did you see those?
I don't even know what a munchie is.
Yes, it is. It's the one you're thinking of. Back in the 80s, they had
Oh,
those. Yeah, with the weird
those
face.
old ones.
Yeah.
And they put the thumb in the mouth.
Yeah.
So weird.
I love the 80s.
All right. Anyway, enough of this.
All right. Well, this is Lilo and Danny signing off for this week. You guys have a magical week, and we will catch up with you next time. Okay? Bye.